Alrighty, it is Monday, August 12th, and let's see what the propaganda agenda is in the news. I just took these shots off my TV within the last 15 minutes. Of course, they've been propagating this shit the last, 10 days. IDF on highest alert as Israel braces for retaliation from Iran any minute. Why is it a retaliation? Because they assassinated two of their leaders in another country, but of course, as usual, no matter what Israel does, they are the victims. I'm going to show a little bit more about that because I have to. U.S. Russia's firepower to Middle East ahead of anticipated retaliation on Israel from Iran. I'm going to cover that again since that's all over a bunch of our YouTube truther channels. Microsoft warns Iran is using hackers' disinformation to influence U.S. elections. Again, I'll address why Iran is suddenly in the news amongst all this, but let's pause here. FBI investigating hack of Trump campaign, blamed on Iran, ISIS, and whoever they want to throw in there. Pause here. My mom sent me this video, Democracy Now! They have a bunch of propaganda like anybody else. I'm just going to show one roughly 10-second clip here, but there's some pretty good stuff in here on this Project 2025, and I mean really good stuff, but let me show you this. Okay, upon further review, the first 33 seconds of this.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org. It's War, Peace, and the Presidency. I'm Amy Goodman. We look now at the far-right policy plan to overhaul the federal government known as Project 2025. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump's trying to downplay his connection to the plan.
Go read through that, especially the first, 30 pages or something. It outright shows in there who's going to be in all these positions once this gets going. And as the Trump campaign's trying now to say, it has nothing to do with us. Again, this is religious programming of the government. This is a coup. They have the list of names who they want to be in every government position, including replacing those civil service workers they trained us all to hate. Hang on, I'll shut up.
Last week, Kevin Roberts, head of the influential right-wing Heritage Foundation, postponed the release of his Project 2025 book until after the November election. The book's foreword is written by Trump's vice presidential running mate, J.D. Vance.
Who wrote the... I didn't even read... I should have read the... I couldn't read through all that. I tried scrolling through a whole shitload. There's 922 pages. Maybe I need to look at more, but that's a lot of horse shit. But let's pause here. Again, I have to show this because this is a must. 2 months before Hamas attacked Israel, the Pentagon awarded a multi-million-dollar contract to build U.S. troop facilities for a not-so-secret base that maintains deep within Israel, the Negev Desert, just 20 miles from Gaza. This is a military base that they claim is just to be part of Israel's Iron Dome. That Iron Dome, from the get-go, especially on the part of the U.S., was to intercept ballistic missiles coming out of Russia to go towards the U.S. or any other country over there. That's what... In the article, they claim they're just now going to add beds for people so U.S. troops can actually stay there, but they've already admitted they've been there. Of course, the obvious. I should have done this one. Here's a posting date, October of 23. Okay, I found this one from the Times of Israel, dated September 2017. In first, U.S. establishes permanent military base in Israel. For the first time in history, it had already been there. Dozens of U.S. Air Force soldiers will call home the new base from 2017. Here's where they actually say, third paragraph, it is located not from the U.S. military radar installation east, so there's two of them, I guess, separate by who knows, a few miles, who the fuck knows, that tracks ballistic missiles once they're launched and provides details of their flight path through defense systems. Blah, blah, blah. This is the whole reason behind, like I said, that false flag, the Palestine, Hamas, whatever, attacking Israel with kidnapping and killing 1,200. Now, that gave permission to most of the world to just fucking annihilate a people, annihilate a country, which I've showed twice in videos. This is when they went on with those false flag Houthi attacks on the ships in the Red Sea, which of course progressed in them being able to attack and claiming they have to attack Houthi installations, and then Yemen installations in Yemen. Then after that, they progressed on to where stepping up to Iran's behind it all. And even if it's false flag or legit because they're fucking tired of the U.S., the evil demon capitalist pigs, which we are. Pause here. A few of the heat headlines here. Oh, my traffic cam watch notification. Highest temperature ever in the Antarctic and Antarctic. In the years 2024, blah, 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 Coral Sea reached 400-year highs, means ever. 2024 being the warmest. Toxic algae blooms affecting California sea lions and dolphins because they're eating it, and they're eating the shit that are eating it. Let's see if I got another one here. Remember, this isn't your this isn't your what is it? This isn't your dad's Oldsmobile. This isn't your grandparents' summer heat. Pause here. Of course, this is all from cow farts and SUVs. The Mediterranean's on fire. Experts are wondering about why marine heat waves are so dangerous. Well, duh. And of course, those astounding fires all over the United States include especially the West and Southwest and up into Canada and Alaska that are not making the news. Just a couple of quick screenshots of the ones up in Canada. I think that's part of Alaska up there, Northwest Territories, Western U.S., scrolling across the country, and blah, blah. A little more recent continued admittance that the Gulf Stream is slowing down. That will eventually come to a complete stop or slow down, and it's going to affect the weather worse, which is what we're already seeing. But of course, are they going to admit that? No. Has it slowed down more than 4%? I guarantee it, because they're never going to admit how bad this is. This is what they do not want to admit. This is what you will not see on mainstream, along with all those fires. Juneau, Alaska, flooding again. Second the two unprecedented ones 2 years in a row because of the glaciers melting. Unprecedented flooding. But nobody cares until it's flooding your yard. Like I said, over and over, every year for the past 4 to 6 years now, we're getting flooding where flooding has never been before, including the heat waves. And I don't know. I think it's because U.S. scientists and geologists and all that are more under control, but we see more other countries admitting this major Earth system on track for collapse. European scientists warn new study. This is going on right now, and you see this is shit. You can see it's getting worse and worse every year, and this bullshit with Iran. Like I said, but Israel is all about us keeping a ballistic missile defense there, and this is all about resources as the planet dies. That's all it is. Matter of fact, they're probably already abandoning some other military bases in other countries. They're just not telling us, because they just want the people, our troops stationed elsewhere. Oh, and this, I actually feel sorry if I'm right about these 3 younger guys. One's 18, the other 2 were teenagers, detained over foiled terrorist attack on Taylor Swift show. Regardless of what you give a shit, let Taylor Swift do her thing. That fucking broad's worth over $1 billion. That's insane. Oops, I didn't get I think it was 2 arrested. One was eventually let go, but one's 18, 2 were under. Been inspired by ISIS and Al Qaeda, of course. And these people, these are we know how the FBI and their black bags entrap people, get these mentally retarded or slower people or just bored on their computers, these kids, and they suck them into a bait trap with weapons or planning something, and they arrest them so they can get headlines. July 26, doctors in Palestine cannot remain silent about what's going on over there with the agenda over there in Israel to kill off all the younger kids so they can't grow up and have babies. 45 American physicians, new volunteers in the hospitals over there, unanimously described treating children, deliberate in wounds, preteen children shot in the head and chest. They say by snipers, but that could be up close, but they're just killing the younger ones so they can't grow up and have babies. And it's not just about fighting age, it's about annihilating the Palestinians. Gotta love this headline. Israeli army said Monday it killed 31 Palestinians in bombing a school, but that's okay. Rescuers reported 93 people dead, including 11 children. So 31 militants, 11 children, so that's what, 30, 42? What about the rest? Insane propaganda. I mean, on Israel's part, of course. Richie from Boston screenshot riots, earthquakes, child predators, civil war while promoting his gold guy. I clickbaited this on BitChute. It's a 30-second video of an alleged Christian guy complaining that Swift had a bad reaction when God is mentioned, which he did, but that's understandable because that's make you puke when people start preaching to you. It's God's will that you live. It's God's will that you die. It's God's will your baby's molested, murdered, and your wife and your grandparents. It's all God's will and God's plan. I've got to show this. Listen to this from Richie. This is why Christianity is not winning compared to other religions and such.
Stand up to that for the most part. But here's the deal. Hit your knees. You need to pray. The biggest weapon we possibly have is prayer. And the reason it's not working is because not enough people do it seriously, daily, no pun intended, in religion.
So in order to get God to help you and answer your prayers, you have to get more Christians praying. That's what he's saying, not me.
Other religions, especially the Muslims, the fastest growing religion on earth, they pray daily, multiple times a day, in quite the ritual to their God. And Allah is the devil, period.
So Allah, the atheist God, anybody that's non-Christian, the reason their prayers are answered from Satan is because more of them are praying or they pray more often. Look at the frickin' fucking stupidity that falls out of Christians' mouths. This is just not Richie from Boston. Every Christian that hears this or thinks of it themselves will promote and profess and spread this dumb shit and probably actually fucking believe it. Pause here. Oh, another thing, we've seen it recently with the Olympics with the Christians or just the moral police out there talking, anyway, mostly Christians, and the symbolism in the Olympics or anything the New World Order or any other channel does but them. Look at the symbolism. Look at this. Well, what the fuck are you doing on it? What are you doing on it? Come on, give me one person who is doing anything about anything except for making money off their YouTube or BitChute channel, and I don't make no money off mine. I asked for money that one time. Thank you all for helping me out. I was homeless. My bike was stolen. Anyway, but making money just to make money and fill people full of bullshit and fear porn off of channels is fucking insane. And they've been eating it up since YouTube came out. Oh, another thing about Christians we all should know is that it's always blaming Satan. It's for Satan invading your mind, your heart, your body, your soul, and overcoming you. And once you're a Christian, you're supposed to be protected from Satan getting into your soul and your heart, maybe not your mind. But oh my God, you got to pray hard. You got to dedicate your life more to Christ. Oh my God, look at Satan. Let's see, an amazing heat. Now we got heat burst occurred early Tuesday morning in the west central Nebraska. This is I don't know, 5 days old or something. Temperature went from, what the fuck, where's it at? 73.9, drier, what the hell was it? Just 92, I guess. Anyway, I'm brain farting here. I'm the little tirade. Okay, I saw the headlines and other video truthers are sending an extra carrier to the Middle East. On Friday, ordered the USS Lincoln Strike Group to replace the U.S. Theodore Roosevelt Strike Group. So they're going to replace it. They are, in addition, destroyers and cruisers capable of ballistic missiles will be sent to the Middle East. Okay, the carriers have strike groups, support vessels with them. Does that mean they're replacing them also, or they're sending over a couple others? I'm going to tell you right now, they probably are. There's another one that just this morning, maybe I took a screenshot. Now they say they're sending over another submarine, but they don't say another. They're just sending a submarine, but is that a submarine that usually goes with the carrier strike group? See how they double speak and feed us full of propaganda and shit? And there's already an amphibious strike group over there. They mentioned they were sending one. Is that one that goes with the carrier? Or this is one to add to the other? See the fucking bullshit we get mixing with this? And I'm going to guarantee you right now, they are hoping that Iran does something. They want Iran to do something. That's why they built it up to Iran to do something by assassinating 2 of their leaders, blaming them for a bunch of the Israel bullshit because they want to strike Iran. And no, we're not going to put troops in Iran. We have all these missiles, all these toys, all these drones. They don't need to send people, but it's just a fucking bullshit propaganda because they want to get, they want the power people of Iran gone. You'll never get rid of all of them, but they want to get permission. If Iran does this, they're going to go in there and just fucking annihilate shitloads of their people and their bases. And yes, I said people, not troops, just like the Israel in conjunction with the U.S. is annihilating and exterminating the Palestinian people. This could be possibly a victory for getting rid of the self-checkouts in Walmarts. As of April 24, Walmart's removed cashless self-checkout, 2 in Missouri, 2 in Ohio, 1 in New Mexico. They claim to improve shopping experience allows, where did it go? Based on feedback from customers, employees. Also, they say shopping behavior because of shoplifters at the self-checkout. So who knows? It might be both, or who knows? Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, maybe that's some sort of victory for getting rid of them fucking machines and getting people jobs. Then we got to hit this real quick because this is their forecast. This is their programming. What's going to happen? Warmer than above average, July through September. June, July, August, September. Oh, did I go backwards here? Oh, May, June. Let me pause here. Okay, August, September, October, still a bunch of warmer, or so they're stating. Oh, that's the precipitation outlook. Anyway, you can pull that shit up. Anyway, they're predicting warmer. And going into 25. Oh, talk about not reading brain fight. And that was 25 I was showing you. So it's going to be getting warmer, as they have been telling us. And Dane Wigington's been warning us for up to 15 years. I guess I better hit 2 of the 24s. August, September, still above normal warmer through there. And there. See if I did January. Yep. Oh, might be getting colder up there, though. That's not good, since I'm up here now. So anyway, the short story is, as I keep saying, be prepped, especially for the weather, especially for the continued, everything just to keep fucking warming up. It's warming up all over the place. I had screenshots. I think just astounding how all the glaciers are melting, all the snow's melting, the ice pack melting, and that shit won't be on the news. Again, look at those fires. You can keep pulling up the fire maps once a week. They're not fucking disappearing. Shit just going to keep burning up. Other places are going to keep flooding, and it's going to get drastically worse. And all these people that think are safe in these states where it's usually greener, like here in Washington, Louisiana, Mississippi. I mean, you get a lot of humidity there, but that shit's gonna fucking dry up too, like everywhere else. Guaranteed to happen. It's impossible that's gonna change. I'm surprised over the years, because I've always addressed these YouTube truther, because YouTube was there before BitChute. They're fear porn artists. That's all they are. It's fear porn. Nothing. Just fear you into buying their shit, subscribing to their shit. Richie's doing another silver. I don't know where I got these little 3 things of silver, but I'm going to give them away. They get all that shit for fucking free from sponsors and their sales and their ads, and they act like they're... Go to YouTube. I haven't said this in years, since on YouTube, years back. Go to YouTube or just in Google how to prosper and with things, the scams and the hustles you do on your channel to promote people. Because when you get giveaways that suck people in, subscribers, they buy shit, you send money. Look again, rich retard rip-off artist from Boston, traveling for at least 6 years that I know of at this Flock Expanse. That Broad Carroll, that bitch from Never Lose Truth. Lisa Haven, something National Republic that she calls her channel or some shit, and these others that out there, they're Trumpers, they're Bidenettes, and they're sucking off and leeching off there. No different than the Christian scammers. They love to go over after these Christian preachers that are ripping off their aunts or uncles, grandma, grandpa, their wife, their mother. But it's okay when a channel does it because, they're just putting out info. You don't have. They know the weak-minded and easy people out there, and they milk them. They just like these people that do frauds and pyramid schemes. These are all the same people. If they couldn't be doing this, they'd probably join a pyramid scheme or somehow fraud people another way. And especially these religious fucking fraudsters out there. But I think that's it.